Hi, I'm Ryan, also known as the PC Man 911 or just PC Man 911. I've been in the computer and electronics industry for over 25 years, and today I am going to be unboxing the Voxelab Proxima 2K mono resin printer. And the whole reason I purchased this is my first resin printer, and it was under $200, and it still is today at the time of recording this video. I would like to explain to you why I chose to go the Voxelab over some of the other 3D resin printers that are compared to it. Price per features, not just price alone, but price per features. The ones I compared this with and why I ended up ultimately choosing the Voxelab. The first one that I looked at, which came highly recommended, is the Anycubic Photon Mono. The second one was the Creality LD002H, and then there's a newer Elegoo Mars 2, and then of course the Voxelab Proxima. The thing with the Anycubic is it has a smaller 2.8-inch touchscreen for the controls, where the Creality, Elegoo, and Voxelab all have 3.5-inch touchscreens. Build volumes. The Anycubic, Creality, and Voxelabs were all approximately 5.11 inches by 3.22 inches by 6.49. Now the Voxelab's Proxima height is only 6.1. But compared to the Elegoo Mars 2, it only had a build volume of 5.07 by 3.14 by 5.9, so a little bit smaller than all the rest of them. Almost all of them, the Creality, the Elegoo, and the Voxelabs, included Cheeto box. Voxelabs also included an application called Voxel Print. The Anycubic included Anycubic Photon Workshop. Power supplies on these. The Anycubic, the Elegoo, and Voxelabs all have external power bricks. The Anycubic is 45 watts, the Elegoo is 36, and the Voxel is 60 watts. The Creality is one of the few that has an integrated power supply. From what I could find, it is rated at 72 watts. The other thing about the Creality is it also included spare FEP films. The Elegoo Mars 2 did as well. My sole reason for buying this first resin printer was because it had fallen below $200. The Anycubic at the time of this recording was $299.
$40.
Discounts. There was 5% off resins when purchased. The Creality was $249, no discounts on the printer or resins. The Elegoo Mars 2 was $270, no discounts, no promos. The Voxelab's Proxima was $209 with a 5% discount, bringing it down to that approximately $198 US. They also had a link to Rapid Resins, where you buy one bottle and get one free. And I'll get to the resins here in a little bit, but most all your resins run about 17 to 20 US, and to get a whole bottle free, and it was of the 500 milliliter size, was a good deal. The Voxelabs, which I will unbox here shortly, was less than $200 after the discount, and then it was purchased on Amazon which all this information is from Amazon, and I will put links to the printers below in the comments, and they are affiliate links so that you can view each of the printers as well. As far as the dimensions of the actual printers and shipping themselves, nearly all are within a few quarter inches or millimeters of each other. All of these printers have a 2K mono screen, 2560 by 1620 resolution. All of them are 405 nanometer resin for the materials, and all of them use a similar high quality lighting filament at the 405 nanometer wavelength. Few of them had some listed differences. Anycubic lists a dual z-axis, which I couldn't confirm, where the Creality, Elegoo, and Voxel all are listed as just linear z-axis rails. The Creality and Elegoo came with spare FEP films. The Anycubic and the Voxel, those are separate purchases. Nearly all of these came with user manuals, tool set to help assemble it, USB flash drive with test images and to store images on, plastic scraper. Some of them included a metal scraper. There was funnels for your resin, gloves to safely handle it, and then of course the power cord or adapters. The other thing about the Creality, which makes it a good deal at $249, it also includes an air filtration system besides an integrated power supply that is supposed to do away with the nasty fumes of the resin printing. Now to the unboxing of the actual printer. Now I have opened the flaps. It is packed good. I did have some damage on a couple sides of the box, but nothing to be too concerned about because it is packed so well. So I'm going to open the top first and remove the accessories that came with it. We'll take, here we have a quick start guide and the USB drive that includes test images, software, and storage. We have the external power brick rated at 60 watts. Takes a standard PC power cord into the brick, which is also included. We have some rubber gloves. I recommend just going to any retail store that has a pharmacy or anything and getting a whole box of these because you don't want that nasty resin all over your hands. Allen wrenches to adjust the bed to help assemble your printer. And of course on this one it has a plastic scraper and a metal scraper that came with it. Now some people may be concerned saying, who is Voxelab? Who's Voxelab? Never heard of them. Voxelab is owned by FlashForge. And FlashForge has been in the 3D printing business for years. And they are ones that actually started making consumer ones that filament printing that actually became fairly affordable and others followed. Now they're into making resin 3D printers more affordable. As you can see, again, they did pack this really well. It's got foam boxes all the way around it, a good bit of foam, even where the box was damaged, no damage on the phone. It's taped and sealed. And see, they also pack a lot of foam inside of the printer to protect it and this plastic case. Undo this protective tape. And one thing, you know, for a $200 printer, I expected it to be, you know, fairly inexpensively made, you know, say cheap. This is metal. This is an all metal casing. We're going to lift up. And again, they've got a protective film on this outside. We're just going to remove it. This is that nice polymer or plastic UV cover that everyone includes with their printers. Let's set this down to the side. Okay, we have some more styrofoam tape. Again, like I said, they do pack these really well. Okay, our build plate is in the top there. Has a real nice screw handle for mounting it. And we have our resin bed. Has nice thumb screws to easily undo it. And then it just slides up front. You don't even have to take the whole thumb screw out. Just loosen it up, slides it up. In here, it has protective plastic on top and bottom. Also has a fill level for your max fill. It's got that nice mono LCD screen down at the bottom. I'm just going to slide that back in. It has an on-off switch at the back and your power brick input. The USB is here on the side, on the right side when you're looking at the front of it. Then a nice protective on this touch screen. I'm just going to set this build plate in here for now. And put the cover on. And again, there we have an unboxed Voxelab. This is my first resin printer for home, and it was below $200. Links to Amazon are in the comments. Thank you very much.